everybody, my name is Suyash, you're watching Mind Body Spirit. Today I want to talk about this extremely powerful process, extremely powerful concept that is very relevant to the law of attraction, but it is something that a lot of people that are very seriously and very sincerely applying the law of attraction don't know about, or at least are not applying it in their day-to-day lives. And this process not only propels us towards actually being able to manifest whatever it is that we want, abundance and prosperity, manifest all of that into our lives, but it also makes sure that a lot of obstacles, a lot of resistance that is there on the path of us actually manifesting those intentions are removed. It's an extremely powerful technique. It'll be a short video. I highly recommend you to watch it till the end, and let's get started. So when we talk about the law of attraction, we talk about manifesting abundance and prosperity. We talk about actually being very clear about our intentions, and then we talk about receiving those intentions from the universe. Now recently in one of my videos, I talked about the concept of duality. What is the concept of duality? That if there is one, then there has to be minus one. If there is something, there has to be the opposite of that something. And so when there is receiving, there has to be giving. And today we are actually talking about the practice of giving. So when we are applying the law of attraction sometimes, and you need to check if you fall in this category, I sometimes catch myself falling into this category. Sometimes when we apply the law of attraction, we are desperate. And we are coming from a place of lack, that I lack this in my life, and so I am applying the law of attraction in order to fill that lack, in order to fill that void, and in order to attract whatever it is that I lack in my life. Now, what happens is when we apply the law of attraction from this standpoint, as we already know, like attracts like. Whatever we are constantly thinking is what gets sent into the universe, and what gets sent into the universe, the frequencies, the thoughts, the feelings, what gets sent into the universe is returned back in the form of circumstances. So when we are actually applying the law of attraction from a position of lack, it is possible that we are actually attracting lack into our lives. How do we counter that? We counter that by giving. Now, I will share something with you. There was a time, maybe 3 or 4 years back, when giving was just not a part of my personality. When somebody asked me something, I said no. I was not a person that was very big at giving things to charities. I did not know any charities. I was just not a giver, and there was no reason for that. It's just that the habit of giving was not one of the habits that I had inculcated in my life. And so maybe some people that are watching this video are also like that. Now let me tell you what giving does. And to understand that, we have to understand what not giving does. So when we don't give, why don't we give? Why was I not a giver? Because I was thinking that, instead of giving 10,000 rupees to this, I can actually buy this. So instead of giving it away, I can use this money to buy something that I really want. And there is the lack, that I have limited funds, I have limited money, so I am not giving because I have lack of money. Instead of giving, I can buy this. And that was sending out frequencies of lack into the universe. What giving does is you send a message to the universe, you send a signal to the universe that, I have enough. I have more than enough for everything that I want, and in fact, I have some extra. And so because you send this into the universe responds by giving you a life full of circumstances which reflect exactly this, that you have enough, in fact you have more than enough, and in fact you have a lot extra which you can further give to others. And so it's like, your credit score in the bank of the universe suddenly goes through the roof. And if there is some president of the universe, he says that, this guy, let's give more and more to this guy, because you are sending into the universe that I have more than enough, I have enough for everything that I would want. In fact, I have something extra which I am giving away. Now, a lot of you are thinking that, Suyash, let us be practical, let us be logical. I can't give stuff away. I already am feeling lack. And so my recommendation to you is to figure out a very small amount, something that will not hurt you, but also something that may be significant to someone else. There are charities that are very grateful if you can give them $5, $10, that is equivalent to maybe 500 rupees, 1000 rupees, isn't it? If you can't even do that. So when I talk about 4 or 5 years back, I was a student at that time. I was not even making any money. So what I started doing was, and I did this a few times, that if I was driving a bike or if I was driving a car, in the car or in the bike, I would always have some sweets or some biscuit packets or some cookie packets or something like that. I would always have it. And as soon as I would encounter a homeless person or a beggar, whenever I encountered such a person, of course, there's a apprehension that, those people are a part of an organized crime, so you should not give them money. And that is why I had those biscuit packets and I would just give them away. And giving them away without the expectation that I would receive anything in return, giving just because I had suddenly discovered that I really liked giving, and when I gave that away, I noticed that even though it was not my intention to receive in return, the return took place. In return, I received many times what I was giving. And since then, I have personally experienced this so many times that when I give, suddenly my abundance, my prosperity, my income, it increases. And then I have to forget that, because you know what? This should not be my temptation to give. I should keep giving because I like to give, because I like making people happy, because I actually do have extra that I can share with others, not with the intention of receiving. When I look back to these experiences in retrospect, every time I gave, I received more. That is simply because of the law of attraction. I'm sending into the universe that I have a lot. In fact, I have extra. The universe is responding by giving me more and more extra. That is how the law of attraction works. And so check yourself. If you are the kind of person that doesn't give, that has just not created this habit of giving, get into the habit of giving. The giving need not be in hundreds and thousands and millions. It can be small. But what's important is that you start giving. When you start giving, you start receiving more. When you start receiving, keep increasing the amount that you give. And so together we can manifest good in our lives, and we can be conduits of good into others' lives. We can be conduits of the universe, and we can give others the good that we have received from the universe. And so that's all for this video. Do share it with your friends and family that are also applying the law of attraction. If you like this video, please hit the like button. Any comments or feedback, please use the comment section down below. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel and also hit the bell icon to be notified about my new videos. As usual, a pleasure talking to you in this video. I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Bye-bye.